Welcome back everybody to the 8th annual vanilla level design contest, and we left off in the Matrix Mines by Aquamentus because we died in it and we were not needing. That's why. So we're hopefully going to be finishing this one, and it's slightly interesting property tiles. Also makes me curious if Aquamentus is a big fan of the Matrix. I could fathom a guess, but you never know. Koopa. Okay. Alright. This time there's a thing over here, and it's actually a door with a... Okay, so basically it just skips everything else there. Kind of a little shortcut, which is alright in my book. Alternate paths and stuff through levels is always a good thing. Hidden little secrets, like even that, it was basically just coins. But, you know, it skipped part of the level. That was filled with death in the previous video, and I need to get through this door. I remember that. And this looks like stuff. Is that a shroom? No. This is very weird stuff. Like, I am curious if... I'm surprised it didn't hit me. If Aquamentus was sort of making a joke about the games being all numbers. Pretty sure I mentioned this last time, but like... I could definitely see that being a thing. It was like, oh, haha, the game's, you know, basically all numbers that are being read. And that's what's causing the game to happen on your screen. And that's a halfway point filled with numbers. Interesting. The boos have gone. Take that. But what in the world is going on with this? Oh, hey. I will take that. This level actually has a lot going on through it. It's weird. There's like some... Okay. Your face has some issues. You should really see a doctor about that. Maybe he saw one of my pals and just like, nope, no more. And this is... See, okay, things like this here are kind of what... Wow, good job. That was a spin jump. But things like that, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in this level, and it looks really interesting, and why not? It's just... That's suspicious. That's... I really need that boo out of here. But like, there's just total dead points. I mean, there's like coins and stuff. A few coins here and there, which is great. But I think there's a bit too much of the dead stuff going on. Dead ends, I guess I should say. Do boo circle, please. that. That's close. But like, what in the world is going on with this mess? Like, I'm pretty clearly traversing the same area. It's obviously in like a different room or new room state, which I think is just a different room. I don't think Super Mario World does room states. But it's like, sort of like what I did with SLT with like the copy rooms. Except you're going backwards through it now, and it's gone all crazy. This is not going to work. But, you know, I kind of like this. It's interesting. Hi, Yoshi Coin. Just hanging out up there. That's cool. The block is back. Does that mean if I could... Mario. There we go. That life's there. That's nice. I kind of like that. Like, especially on harder levels. Like, I know even, I believe the Lost levels and the Mario did it, and like some of the later worlds. Like, I think the original was like 8-2 or something. Where if you die before the midway point, there's always a life you could get at the beginning. It wasn't always easy to get. But there is a life you can get. So that way you can, as long as you keep getting that life, you can keep extending your chances to try out on that level and whatnot. I like it when people, of course, Aquamentus probably didn't put the actual hack together, just made the entry for the contest. So probably wasn't thinking about that, but I like it when, you know, that kind of thought gets put into a hack or game or whatever, where it's like, you know, we know this is a little more difficult. People are probably going to struggle a little more on this. Here's something. You know, it's going to take you some time. It might be a little unfair even. Which I don't necessarily think a hack or a game should... This door is open. And... that's it. Okay. Well, that's one exit. And actually, I kind of like this level, but since I've got like 3 others, I think, that need the other exits found, I'll just come back there later. I need to go to a new world, which is Trunk Trouble 28th by Izuna? Something like that. Anyway, again, 28th. That's the first level in the area. I am liking whoever put this together because they did their levels smart. Or how they put the levels in smart. Like I said in a previous video, you know, they're starting... Give me this coin. They're starting you out with sort of a mid-range to upper ranked level per area, then probably throwing some of the lower end levels after that. With maybe a sort of lower mid in there. You know, try and put a little more quality in there. Then maybe some of the better ones up the back end. I think that's a good design like that. Give me my fire flower. Thank you. That worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah, I mean, whoever put this together did a good job with that. I think really that's the way to go. Instead of just throwing like all the best right at the start or at the end or something. You know, kind of break it up a little bit. Trying to get a decent balance of what is in there and then place them accordingly so, you know, it's not too either bad or mediocre or okay or good. You know, you want them all to be good, but that's likely not going to happen, so. That was also close. And actually, good job, me. Finish off my other thought. I was gonna say, I just liked when people who make the hacks or whatever put, you know, that much thought into the game. Where it's like, oh, you know, this might be a good place for the extra life to be or whatever. Or an extra life where players can reach because, you know, they might struggle here. So, keep giving it an opportunity. And, you know, unfair things, I'm not completely against. I actually don't mind people trying out things, even if they are slightly unfair. Oh, what actually went down that. And it got washed out further. Interesting. Yeah, I like it when people try things. It's best when it's for not absolutely required to beat the game, but for optional stuff. Like at Super Metroid, there's a 100% item thing where it's like, this might be completely unfair. Maybe I'll just save it for, you know, if they absolutely want 100%, they can figure it out. Also, I'm guessing this is the forest area. I think that actually just struck me. So yes, I am slow. And I missed the platform entirely. Good job. Another thing the like placement of the levels does like that, you know, you kind of start the area off on more of a high note, and then, you know, it drops the quality, obviously, of the other entries in there. But then you go this way. Then you this looks like fun. That's not fun. But then you finish an area, you know, on a high note. And then you start the next area again, sort of on a high note. It's like, you end the area of one of the better things of it. You start the next area one of the better things of it. So, you know, you kind of got a saw on your face and an extended period of time where, you know, it's like, oh, hey, this is actually really good. Again, just because I'm dying a lot does not mean it's a bad level. I am just bad at this game. And this is actually... some of those saws might be a little much, but that also could just be me. Wow, what? I'm... genius. I am a real genius. I should have... wow. Good job, me. I'm not sure how that worked, but I'll take it. We'll try this thing. This one seemed like I was actually advancing. It seemed like that. And then I do things. I do like the palette changes and stuff though. I mean, it's nice kind of like showing a sunset, I'm guessing. Or I guess if you're in a woods or forest. I mean, you can use stuff like this for a lot of different effects. Visually. And look at that, there. And it's right there. Yeah, give me the mushroom. I'm just gonna lose. Which again, some people might not like that, but I really do like the power down thing. And that was actually the secret exit. And you know, I actually kind of want to do this one again. Finish this one off. I love things in the cave, but the secret exit levels in that started out bad and didn't get better until the very end, so. Maybe I'm just not in a very cavey mood, but that cave sub area didn't really strike anything with me. I know it's just one level, but after this level I'm already liking this forest area much better. I also like how these things, you know, they have these guide lines or wires, whatever. Well, there's an extra life right there, if anybody was curious. I just happened to die to that extra life, so that was great. That was stupid. Thank you, Fuzzy. Actually, that was more of a thank you ledge. It's like, ah, yeah, I got plenty of space, except it's moving toward Fuzzy, so I'm really moving toward Fuzzy. And you know, it would actually be really, really cool to see like this kind of contest without, I guess vanilla, whatever that means, the restrictions that entails. It would actually be really, wow, really cool to see that. And to see what people would make if they had the freedom to do some very different things. Of course, the problem again with that is dying is you would have to find a way to get it to all fit. And wow. Wow. I am doing good. I can't even get to the halfway point on a level I've already beaten. That isn't really that hard. I'm just... I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with, like, allowing, I guess, or not having a very set restriction on things that a lot of people would be interesting, that a lot of people would be entering. There we go. Good job. Get past this garbage first. And don't get killed by an extra life. Oh, but yeah. Nobody saw that. Wow. Life hack number 1, jumping in pits is not a great way to survive. Yes, give me my life. Thank you. I need that life back because that was a pretty embarrassing way to die. Wow, you respawn this fast? Alright. Wow. Just... should use the Goba, and look at that, that wasn't so bad. I don't even know. Wow. Wow. I got to the halfway point, guys. I'm improving. I am doing good. I guess it's not technically a halfway point. But honestly, that's something. I'm not sure it's not done in the vanilla Super Mario World, but doesn't mean it isn't a vanilla thing. It's possible to have more than one midway point? Okay. Like, that would be a thing. It helps if you press the jump button. That is another thing that does help sometimes. Those fuzzies just look so happy. Look at them. They just get to fuzz around and be things. Yeah, I am sort of curious about if, like, there's the game vanilla-ly accepts multiple midway points, which I know is not even a real word, but it works. That's what I'm going with. And okay, sod. And we have another sunset area with fire. Oh, okay, yeah, that seems. Yeah, that isn't so bad at all. Hey, look at that. A nice, good level to start a world up. Even with dying a lot. That is not an annoying level. This one placed 13th. Wow. Maybe there's quite a bit of good levels in here then. Also, the Koopa is a wizard. Excuse me. Oh my. Okay. This is... I have never played a Kirby game. But I am getting a Kirby vibe from this. Maybe it's just like the pink tiles or something? I don't know. That was also really, really close. There's that midway point. I will take that. My spring will just go away. Which means I might not be able to get this Yoshi coin. There we go. That was simple enough. Ha! That was bad. And I can't get my mushroom. So, suddenly torpedoed heads. And that's not a great spot for you. That is a terrible spot for you. Such stupid ninja, I was not expecting to jump high. So there's one more coin. It's not in that pipe. If I hadn't taken the time to check that pipe, I would have been fine. But no. I wanted to check that pipe because there might have been a dragon coin down there. I just called it a dragon coin, didn't I? I can't even consistently call it by my own name. This is just one of them. Stupid ninja. Why are you jumping high? Yes, you get out of here. So I can safely get my shroom and not get hit by ninjas. At least I had a mushroom that time. Door, pop a mushroom, and that would have been the last Yoshi coin right at the end. I should have finished that last time. Oh well. Yeah, like that. See, another good, solid level. And seaside course. We go from near the top to near the bottom. That's a wide gap right there between levels. That's like a 60 place gap. We'll find out why this gap exists in the next video, because it's getting a little bit up there. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one, where we take on this seaside course, which apparently is a thing. So we shall see you for that.